Hello friends, welcome to BISP Solution. My name is Lokesh Gandhi. In today's video, we are going to learn how to import sales user using the resource import macro provided by Oracle. Step 4, download the macro for importing the sales user. Sign in to support.oracle.com. Search for that article number. In details section, download .jar file and resource import macro file and put both files into the same directory on your desktop. One thing is important is make sure Java is installed on your computer. Let's move on to the Oracle support website. This is the article number which I search. In detail section, this is .jar file over here and resource import macro file over here. Download the jar file as well as resource import macro file and put it both in the same directory. See, both in the same directory on desktop. Let's open the resource import macro file. Let's enable editing. Start with the role details. This is the role name. Click on the populate role from server. Enter the host name. Let's move on to the application. The host name is the portion of the URL of your environment between the HTTP and /. You can get the correct host name from the URL by signing into your application. Copy that and paste over here. Username. That user we are created recently in our previous video. Here, role name gets imported. Here you can see that a chief executive officer comes 2 times in role name. The role name should be unique, but these two names are same. One should be deleted from role name because when we insert all the mandatory fields in resource and click on create button, create import activity, then it shows an error message that is enter a unique value for lookup name and role name should be unique. So in role details, we delete one entry, Chief Executive Officer, delete it. Attribute mapping. In attribute mapping name, you cannot add attribute from here. So click on fetch attribute from server. Click on submit. Attribute refresh successfully. Now we able to enter attribute name from here. Let's add one attribute name. Let's take username and update the header. See, there is nothing username here. When we click on update header, then header update successfully. Click on resource. A resource name is created over here. Now I am ready to enter username details. Legal entity. This legal entity is the same legal entity which I have mentioned in creation of sales user in UI in my previous video. So please watch my previous video, that is create sales user in UI. Let's enter the legal entity. Business unit. Same is the legal entity. Business unit is also referred from the creation of sales user in UI from previous video. Let's enter the first name of the user. Let's enter the email address. Resource role. Select the name of the resource role that you are assigning to user. Let's select one resource role from here. Salesperson. When we select the salesperson, that organization name is not required. Now manage organization name. It is very imperative column. In this column, we enter the organization name of the user's manager. Let's enter the organization name, that is BISP Infonet. This organization name I also mentioned in Sales Manager while creation of sales user in UI in our previous video. Let's enter the username. Let's click on the create import activity. Click on submit. After the import activity gets submitted successfully, I monitor the import process by clicking the activity details. Here you can see that the file import activities was submitted successfully. Click OK. Now I am monitor the import progress by clicking the activity detail. Click on refresh button to change the status of import of. Again, click on refresh button. It will take few minutes to change status into completed. Right now, status is preparing the data for import. Now status changed to importing data. Again, press on refresh button. It will take few minutes. Click on refresh button again and again. The process gets completed. That means you are done. You can generate a log file by clicking the generate log button. Now move to the application to see whether the sales user imported or not. This is the Lokesh Gandhi username in which the imported sales user get imported. Click on Navigator. In others, click on resource directory. Here you can see that under Lokesh Gandhi, a Nikita Tiwari username gets imported. This is how you can add a sales user by importing a macro file. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you so much.